welcome to my awesome channel! So yeah, I broke my ankle and this is my cast. It's broken, as you can see. And so this video is gonna be a bit different. It's gonna be a story time type of video, and I'm gonna tell you how I broke my ankle. So I was in Austria for 3 weeks, and those 3 weeks were amazing. And 2 of those weeks I was spending them at camp, and I had the best time of my life. But one tiny accident happened. So yeah, I broke my ankle at camp. And it was kind of frustrating because it was my first camp out of the country, and it's the first time I break anything. Not just my leg, I break anything. And so basically what happened is that on the second day of camp, we went bouldering. In case you don't know, bouldering is just like wall climbing but without the ropes that hold you because it's safe. So it actually is safe. It's just that there was this wall that was like 2.5 meters to 3 meters high, and so there was like this little thing where you could sit. It was like a step, kind of. It was like just something flat where you can just sit there. And so all of my friends and I went up there, and they told us that you could either climb down or jump down. And obviously we're all gonna jump down because it's like, obviously, who wants to climb down? I was literally the first person to say that I want to jump down. So everyone started jumping down, and I wasn't afraid. I wanted to jump. I didn't go like maybe I should climb down. No, I was like, I'm gonna jump. I couldn't jump. I don't know, it was a weird feeling. I didn't have to explain it. It's just that my brain wouldn't let me jump, kind of. It's like falling on your face. I know, it's hard. You can't do it, really. Yeah, so I was like, I would jump and then my body would like stop me, kind of. Yeah, and so one of the counselors came up because I asked her. She came up with me so that we would jump together because I wanted to jump but I just couldn't. And so I decided that maybe it's easier if we jump together. So I did the exact same thing as she did, and I jumped, and then at the last second, my ankle kind of, it didn't twist, but you know when you walk and then suddenly your ankle just goes like that? Yeah, that's what happened. And so yeah, it hurt a lot. The back of my ankle was hurting me. And so I moved aside and they got me ice, and it was hurting a lot even when I wasn't moving it. And so I went back to camp and my friends were still there, so they got me a van and we went back to camp. And so I went to the nurse there, and she put this band-aid thing. It's not a band-aid, I don't know how you call it. It's a thing you put when it's twisted. You know, the thing that's like the skin color, and then you roll it around your arm or wherever it hurts. Yeah, that. I would always have ice on it, and I was hopping around everywhere because they didn't have crutches. And so first we thought that it was just twisted, and that because I landed like that, they thought that the ligament on my ankle had stretched or something, and that's why it was hurting so much. So yeah, and then 2 days later, the nurse came to me and she asked if I wanted an x-ray just to be sure. So first, I didn't really know, I mean, because it's not very good to do a lot of x-rays, but that's like on a daily thing anyway. But anyways, yeah, so I didn't really feel like having an x-ray, but then at the last second I was like, you know what, just in case. And thank God I made an x-ray because it turned out to be broken. So it's not actually broken, it's actually fractured. It's a fine fracture. So this bone, the long one here, it's at the tip of it. There's a fine fracture. But don't ask me why the cast is that big, because I honestly don't know. So yeah, that's how I broke my ankle. Now you know. Other than that, camp was amazing. I really had the time of my life, and I met some amazing people. I don't regret for a second. I never even thought about like what would have happened if I hadn't gone to camp, or I wish I did, I never went to camp, or no, never. Camp was amazing. It was like the best time of my life, so no, I don't regret going to camp at all. And honestly, the people there were so nice, from whether it was my friends or the counselors or even the director, everyone was so nice. So yeah, and they all helped me a lot, and yeah. So I'm gonna show you some pictures. So this, I still can't believe I have this picture. Sorry if I'm showing these pictures like that, but it's because it takes a really long time to transfer them to the computer and then editing them in. And so that way I'll just explain to you while I'm showing it, and it's easier. And that way it's as if you're here in front of me, and yeah. And in case you're wondering what I'm holding in my hand, it's my squishy, in case you were wondering. And if you didn't notice, well, now you know. This is a picture of me on the wall right before I jumped. See, this is me right here. Right here. And so if you're wondering how I have this picture, it's actually pretty weird to see it now. It's so weird. Yeah, and so I have this picture because there's this photographer at camp, and she would always she's her job is to take a lot of pictures, and obviously, and post them on the camp's page. And so yeah, it's really weird that I have this picture because it's so weird to look at it now and know that when I'm gonna jump, it's gonna break. So it's really weird. This is when we came back from the bouldering, and this is what they put on my leg. And this is the same thing, but with the ice. You can see there's ice on it. Yeah, I will always have ice on it. And then we discovered it was broken, and so I changed to the cast. And the purple cast isn't actually the first cast, because the first cast they put me was had a crack. It didn't break. It's a crack that's on purpose for the swelling, in case there was more swelling. Because the first week, when you break it for the first week, it can still swell and stuff. But now nothing's gonna happen. So I'll show you my first cast. So this is my first cast. As you can see, it's just the regular white normal cast. And you can't really see it, but there's like a crack here, kind of. So yeah. And this is the cast when my friends signed it. All my friends from camp signed it, and that was really nice. But unfortunately, because we went hiking, there was a lot of rain, so this is how it became. This is how it turned out to be. It all smudged, kind of. First it was nice because it looked like a melting rainbow, but then it just got, like you can see here, it kind of got brown. It became kind of brown everywhere, so yeah, that wasn't really nice. But this cast was only for 5 days because it had the crack, and it's for the swelling. And if it, like, because maybe it's too big and then my foot would be moving, and so what's the point of even having a cast? So yeah, I changed it and I got the purple one, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, that's all for today, folks. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video. Tell me if you like this story time kind of thing. Don't forget to subscribe and watch my older videos. And oh, I have a video of me in Austria before I broke my ankle, before I went to camp. So if you want to check that out, the link will be down below. And yeah, bye.